All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we'll be in the lightweight division. Gervonta Tank Davis out here throwing subliminal shots and not so subliminal at the top lightweights. I do believe both VASYL Lomachenko and Devin Haney, specifically Devin Haney in one of these. I believe Lomachenko may be the other, but let's talk about that. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be talking about what Gervonta Tank Davis has been saying on social media, in his text, and also through his camp, in shots that he seems to be taking against the top lightweights, at the same time letting them know, man, we can make this fight. Before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you for continuing to support. Hit the like button, share the video, would be greatly appreciated. Helps the channel grow. So as you guys know, the lightweight division is one of the deepest divisions in boxing, along with the welterweight division, along with the 154-pound division. But it is a division where not many of the top fighters have actually fought one another. The big cash cow in that division is Gervonta Tank Davis out of Baltimore, a PBC fighter. Not sure if he's a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fighter. We'll talk about that in this video. But he has taken to Twitter and this dude, you know, all these guys are very cryptic in the messages that they give, but being cryptic and being slick ain't the same thing. He put out a tweet that said, "Lock on anything that poses a threat. It ain't no tail tucking." And then, well, before that, on the Rise podcast, definitely support the Rise podcast channel on YouTube out of the Upton Gym. One of the people that are there that are on that channel is on a consistent basis is Coach Calvin Ford, the trainer for Gervonta Tank Davis. Also, of course, Senior and Squeeze, really always have very, very good conversations, very good for information coming related to Gervonta Davis and fighters coming out of the Baltimore area. Definitely one of the top gyms out there. They released a statement that said anybody that has sparred Tank that did not get knocked out, Tank took it easy on. All right. So these are clear directions and shots going at the other lightweights in the division. And of course, who are the top lightweights in the division? Devin Haney and VASYL Lomachenko. As far as Devin Haney goes, that one particular tweet was clearly directed at him because they're saying anybody that sparred Gervonta and did not go to sleep, Gervonta was holding back on. If you're familiar at all about that scenario, if you're not, let me tell you what happened. When Devin Haney was a young pro and Gervonta Davis was a young pro also before he signed with Floyd Mayweather Jr. So that means he had less than 10 professional fights. Floyd Mayweather Jr. flew Gervonta Davis in to Las Vegas to the Mayweather gym, and he sparred Devin Haney. Now, the story is from Floyd Mayweather Sr. that Devin Haney controlled that, and that they wound up having to pay money to Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather Jr. or Floyd Mayweather Sr. on a bet over who was going to win the sparring. According to Gervonta Davis, he basically was like, look, he felt like he was set up because he went to the gym, basically got right off the plane, didn't go to a hotel, anything, just jumped right in. Basically put his stuff on, jumped right into the ring where Devin Haney was already warmed up. And then when Devin Haney was, doing a good job fighting him. But once Gervonta Davis started catching him, and specifically what Gervonta said, when I hit him and I hurt him, they jumped in the ring, held my arms, and kept me from really capitalizing and jumping on on Devin Haney. So he said, yeah, Devin definitely did work, but there was extenuating circumstances around it. All of that is, to me, is like really whatever. They're fighting in 12-ounce gloves with headgear on, and it just whatever, man, really, as far as what the sparring goes. But as far as what is happening now, I think the whole conversation is very relevant because Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, and there's legitimate conversations going on about who the man is in the division. Is it Gervonta Davis? Is it Devin Haney? Because Devin Haney's the undisputed champion, or is it Gervonta Davis, who's an undefeated fighter and is selling out, all kind of different arenas, on pay-per-view, doing successful pay-per-views, and is one of the biggest names in boxing when you take into consideration the amount of revenue that they're bringing in, right? And then, of course, you have Lomachenko, who just the other day, Calvin Ford, the trainer of Gervonta, was like, look, we want to make that fight. We definitely want that Lomachenko fight. Clearly, some stars have to align in order to make it. But they want that fight. And Gervonta Davis is more than likely going to be at that weight class for a while. Even if he was to dip up and, jump up real quick and fight at 140, he's just a guy that is not a big stature guy. I don't believe he's any taller than 5'6". When I saw him at the fight with Leo Santa Cruz, if I had to put a height on him, I'd say like 5'4". 5'4", 5'5" tops, something like that. But he's just not a big guy, so he's going to be in that weight class. And that Lomachenko fight, Lomachenko's not leaving that weight class either. He's been said that he's not going to go to 140. If anything, Lomachenko said, I will go back down to 130 because I believe that I can make 130. And that's pretty much the same situation that there is for both Gervonta and VASYL Lomachenko. But the big fight that I would like to see next and had been discussed between the camps, between Devin Haney's camp and Gervonta Davis' camp, was a fight between the two of them. Provided Devin Haney can continue to make the weight, that he gets past Kambosos and more than likely gets past VASYL Lomachenko, or I think he also has one more fight. Even if he goes to 140, he has one more fight. As long as Devin Haney is able to make it down to 135 pounds, Tank says he's be willing to make the fight. So, and I absolutely hope that takes place, because I'm not saying who I think will win these fights. Please note in this video, I'm not saying that Gervonta is going to run through Devin Haney or Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney and Lomachenko is going to beat Gervonta, or Gervonta is going to roll through Lomachenko, right? Or Devin's going to beat Gervonta. That's not what I'm about on it. All of the hyperbole and marketing and promotional stuff that goes around, beside the point, these are all excellent fighters. And I think fights that really should be made, that could be made, provided that a couple things happen. And one of the biggest thing is Bob Arum's willingness to allow that to happen. And I don't necessarily think that Gervonta Davis is really hyped up on the belt, but he's definitely, and if Calvin Ford and what he tweets make any sense, or any indication, that those guys really do want the fights. And I think that those are great fights to take place for boxing. At 140 pounds, I'm not sure what Devin's going to be able to do at 140 pounds. Lomachenko doesn't have a lot of time left in his career. And, you do have the young dude coming up, Shakur Stevenson, and guys like Keyshawn Davis, who are with Top Rank and maybe kept within the Top Rank ranks for a while, because it doesn't seem like Floyd or the PBC really does work very effectively with Top Rank. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.